Hello, happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining us again for another series of home buyer webinars, paving your way to home buying success. We've got here what's going on with real estate. We will talk about that today. Want to introduce myself. My name is Kelie Gray. Thank you for joining us today. Ladies, you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Trisha Moore. We're tag teaming today.
Hi, I'm Isabel Rawson.
And I'm Dina Hepner.
Thank you. So a question that we get asked a lot is, okay, how's the real estate market? What's going on? And these days it's changing. It can be changing daily, right? So we just kind of wanted to give everybody a quick little update on what is happening with real estate. The economy as a whole, we are cautiously optimistic about what's happening. The pandemic has not stopped the rapid home price growth and appreciation that we have seen in recent years. It has not put a halt to that. It was paused for a little bit, but high demand and low supply really continue to fuel appreciation in the housing market. The third quarter GDP forecast by leading economists is really expected to kind of blow things out of the water. 5 of these 9 leading economists feel that we're going to have over 20% growth in the third quarter, which has already begun. And that's a very good sign for things as a whole. Also, the unemployment rate is down for the 3rd consecutive month. So the economists' forecast predictions, unemployment numbers, when those unemployment jobs reports come out, all of those things are pointing to a powerful economy. Some people look at it powerful in a good way, some people powerful in a not as good way. We are cautiously optimistic that housing is still going to pull us out of this, the health crisis that we are in, and we know that the economy overall is definitely tied to what the ongoing nature of the pandemic and the health crisis. Dina, talk to me about the housing market. It's intense. What makes it intense?
Well, yeah, so high demand and low inventory, like you said. However, that's been going on for a few years now. What makes it different today than in years past is a few different things. Right now, people are fleeing big cities to get out of the city in fear of coronavirus. Also, first-time home buyers are seeing very low interest rates, and it's making them feel like they need to be in a hurry to get into the market because prices are rising. Also, people are working from home and will never. And with that, they can work from anywhere. So why not work in a place that you love to be and enjoy playing it, such as our backyard in Summit County?
True that.
Mm-hmm. And then also, that is the whole reason why we have low inventory. People that have second homes, I mean, in our market here locally, people that have second homes are getting to come up and enjoy their homes more often, so they don't want to sell. So with all of that said, that is what is really making our market locally and nationally intense.
Mm-hmm. We are seeing multiple offer situations. As a quick example, I have a customer that we wrote 5 offers on 5 different properties, multiple offer situations, and she said, "What is it going to take to get this property?" I said, "I don't know. Everything is going over list price that she was looking at, from the $600 to, let's say, $900 price point. So how far over list price does one have to go?" But she did go under contract, so that's
worked out.
Not sure how much over quite yet. What are the numbers showing?
Yeah, so Trish and I compiled numbers 2019 versus 2020. And the numbers that we took are residential listings here in Summit County. So that includes our single families, our townhomes, duplexes, and condos.
Okay.
What we found is that the median days on market from last year to this year is both at 16. And what days on market means is from when a property goes active on the market to when it goes under contract. So those multiple offer situations are falling below that median day. And then there's also others that stay on the market longer. But that's just kind of the average median, I would say, is 16. So we're right on track with last year.
And we were also talking about July specifically, but that
Correct.
we do think July from 2019 to July of 2020, and just comparing those apples to apples, we both agreed that we think that come the end of August and then September, that those days on the market are going to be going down, just based off of what we've been seeing and how, like Kelie, you said, how quickly things are moving, how quickly things are going pending or under contract. Same thing when we're talking about, and that's the next thing on the list here, list to sales price ratio. What are properties actually selling for? And, you know, when we're looking back to July of 2019, as opposed to this year, we're similar. We're hovering right below or right above, depending on whether you're looking at the average or the median, for that 98% of list price. And that really has been what we've been hovering at for the last 5 years or so.
Right.
So that's definitely one that
Right.
we still are all kind of in agreement that we may see that number increase. We may see that percentage increase by the end of September, just based off of what our buyers have been encountering. Yeah.
As far as the number of sales we've had in July 2019 versus 2020, we've seen a 23% increase this year over last year. So last year we had 163 sales in July, and this year we're at 199. So definitely a more intense market than last year with more sales.
More sales. Also, we have 491 pending closings right now. Those properties that are not yet closed, but that are under contract. So that's a large number as well, which will, by the end of, you know, when we hit October, we're going to be up. Our numbers are across the board up from last year.
Does that include new construction?
That does not include new construction. We kind of weeded those out as to not let the numbers be skewed, because new construction may not be, yeah, they could be 2 years out. We did remove those. Thus far this year, we've had 823 properties that have sold, and then another 491 that are closing soon, not including those new constructions. So that, you know, just puts us up for the year in terms of number of sales. Also the prices, what properties are selling for, that's also up from last year, and you know, slowly appreciating. We've been seeing that for several years now. So not much of a difference, I guess, when you're looking back to 2019. We had that pause, but things are moving and selling, and prices are increasing. So we're seeing very similar trends that we've seen historically.
Yeah. It's a hard time to be a buyer, would be is kind of my takeaway from this. It's just challenging because the market is intense, and there's somewhat of a feeding frenzy amongst buyers. What are you girls seeing?
I think as far as my takeaway, what I'm seeing is we did have a pause this year, but we are right back on track and doing better than last year. So that pause affected us a little bit in, I would say, end of March, April, beginning of May, but boy, have we come back from it stronger than ever.
Absolutely.
my biggest takeaway from all of this and analyzing all the numbers would probably be that if you are a buyer, you need to be ready and ready to rock and roll quickly. So having your ducks in a row is just super important. Like you said, it's tricky to be a buyer right now. And so, yeah, just being ready to go is just everything.
And working with a local professional that, you know, like my client asked me last week, Kelie, what is it going to take for me to get this property? Working with a local professional, local real estate broker, we're going to be able to sit down and chat with you about your options and your dreams and goals and, you know, what you're really looking for so that you make a smart decision.
Right.
What do you think, Dina?
Well, you guys pretty much covered it. I agree with all of you, and just making sure you know the market that you're working in. Just make sure that you're working with local professionals like us.
Thanks for joining us and chatting about what's going on with real estate. Feel free to reach out. We're available to chat over the phone, text, email, whatever is best for you guys. And if you have any questions, please do let us know. And we'll talk to you next time about paving your way to home buying success.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a great day.